Man, I'm here to talk to y'all about why rejection is a blessing. And rejection can come in many forms. Rejection can come from women and men. Rejection can come from opportunities in life. You know, rejection can come in many forms. But the main form that we know rejection for is a woman or man, right? And even that comes in different forms of how they're rejecting you or why they're rejecting you and things like this. In life, you got to keep maneuvering. You cannot be stagnant. You cannot worry about shit that don't go your way. You know what I mean? The only way you should worry about something that don't go your way is if you can change it. Like, for instance, if I'm a basketball player and I failed, you know, you could consider that rejection. Or I didn't get drafted by this team or whatever. Or let's just say I went up for the draft and didn't get rejected or got rejected or whatever. I can still fix that because I can try harder and become better, etc. But then you got the type of rejections like a woman or man rejection. And there's no fixing that, y'all. You just got to understand that. The only way you could fix a rejection from a woman or man is to just let it be and let them decide if they want to fuck with you later. But I honestly don't think that's even fixed. If that does happen, I think they're fucking with you because, you know, maybe they got rejected and now you're like a lower choice on their little list. So really, you're still being rejected because you're not their number one choice. So the experience with that person is more of a rejection more than a certified choice. I've never in my life, ever, had a woman who didn't reject me not pretty much do anything I wanted. Basically what I'm trying to say, every woman who didn't reject me that I actually been with, right, basically would do anything I wanted. It may not have worked out with the woman, but the experience with the woman, she pretty much would do anything I wanted. You know, she'd treat me a decent way. Even though they still could treat you bad too, but my point is, my point is this, even though in the end it didn't work because feelings could change and all that shit, when it was going good, it was good. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. So when you're dealing with a woman or a man that's not rejecting you, the experience with that person is going to be gold, man. But if you like their second choice, their third choice or whatever, the more down the line you are, the less of that experience and 100% effort you're going to get from that person. See, a lot of y'all get in y'all feelings if somebody rejects you because you don't look at it as a blessing. You don't look at yourself as the blessing. You don't look at it as a blessing because you don't look at yourself as the blessing. Did I already do that? I think I did. Yep, I already did that. Bet. Makes my day even better. You don't look at yourself as a blessing, therefore you don't look at the rejection as a blessing. I'm going to try to explain this on both ends, but it's just easier for me to explain it on the male side. Most women who would reject me or have rejected me, not all, but I'm going to say most. Most of those women are single. They can't get good men because they don't like good men. It's not that they can't get them, that's not what they like. A lot of them women who have rejected me are toxic, man. I'm not saying all of them, I'm going to say most though. And that's probably why they rejected me. Because these women know exactly who the good men are and who they know what's good for them and what's not. They can see it. They'll literally tell you. I'm not used to being treated like this. I'm not used to being treated good. They'll tell you these things. So they know what the fuck is going on, but that don't mean they're going to choose that. And that's why y'all got to stop getting in y'all feelings about the rejection. Haven't you rejected some solid women before? I'm pretty sure you have. But you rejected them because that's not exactly what you really wanted. You got this person in your mind that you really want, so you reject people who are not that, and that's what women are doing. And they're going to continue to do it. But if you are the guy that they got in their mind, and they're not going to reject you, and it's going to be a wonderful experience, versus a woman that you got to basically pull teeth to convince to like you. She doesn't like you. You just convince her to fuck with you for whatever reason. It could be money, whatever. You don't want that experience, man. It's not worth it. Unless y'all just got a mutual feeling of this is all it is. But if you're talking about like trying to really be with a woman, nah, you don't. You got to be her number one choice. Some of y'all automatically think that the rejection is because she don't like you or he don't like you or whatever. Let me get to that woman rejection, men rejection shit in a minute. Let's stick with this woman's rejection shit for a minute. Some of y'all think it's because she don't like you, and that's not always the case either. Could be she got a boyfriend. You know, it could be bad timing. She could be hurt. She could be going through a lot. She might not want to deal with no man right now. Or she might be broken and know that she can't deal with a man right now. Some women actually reject men who they know are good because they don't want to fuck that up. Believe it or not. So they'll choose the bad guy because she knows that his life is already fucked up, and she doesn't really care if she fucks his life up because she already knows that he's out to get her. But if you are a solid good dude, trying to be a good dude to a woman, she knows that you're trying to love her, so she's not going to do that. If she's a bad girl herself, she's not going to, not all of them, but most of them are not, they're going to give you the respect to not do that. Because they know they're not good for you. I even had one say before, I don't want to fuck your life up. I'm a hot mess, I don't want to fuck your life up. I don't want to ruin your life. And most of y'all get mad when women reject you because of your feelings, your ego. But really, you should be happy that a woman that rejects you. And the reason is because she could have just led you on. She could have just acted like she liked you to get what she wanted. But she rejected you because she didn't want you. That's a blessing. And to me, I respect women more who reject me versus women who try to play like they like you and manipulate you and this and that. I don't know about y'all, but which one would you respect more? Which one would you respect more? The woman who was honest with you, like I'm not interested, or the one that's not interested, same feelings, but she gonna play the role of I'm not interested, but maybe I can get a bag from her. Maybe I can get this or that from her. Which one y'all respect more? You gotta respect the woman who came real with it, man. Y'all get mad and cuss them out, though. You can't do that, man. It's impossible for every woman on earth to like you. I don't give a fuck who you are. And all this self-improvement, I'm gonna be the high-value man. Even then, you could be Kobe Bryant, all of them. You still getting rejected by somebody. Everybody don't like those guys. They don't get every woman. A lot of times they probably can't get the woman they really want. That's just how the game goes. Believe it or not, a lot of times, yeah, they can get a lot of women, but a lot of times they can't get the one they want. That's just the way it is, people. But you got to, it's all about projection of yourself. Once you feel like that you are a solid person for someone, you're not going to be affected by them rejecting you because you understand that it's really their loss. Because you're the one that likes them. They're not the one that like you. it would be a loss to you. Not necessarily a loss, but if you want to weigh apples or oranges and shit, it would be a loss to you if someone likes you and you don't like them. Because if you don't like them, how can you give them more than they're going to give you? They like you more. Let's say they really like you the best and you don't really like them. They're going to give you more. They would have given you more, so really it's your loss. It's how they should look at it, not theirs. Even though you can go get somebody else, we get that part. But if you weigh those two people, those two apples and oranges, it's the loss of the person who the loss is for the person who liked the person the least. It only becomes a loss to the person who likes the one who likes the most. It only becomes a loss to the one who likes the most if they indulge and get involved with that person, and then in the end, that person plays them. That's when it becomes a loss to you later. That's why rejection is a blessing. Y'all get that? That's why rejection is a blessing. Because if you get rejected immediately, it's really their loss, and you don't lose on the back end. But if they don't reject you, but they're rejecting you silently, basically hiding that they're rejecting you, but they still fucking with you like a sheep in wolf's clothing, right? You're gonna lose on the back end. Now it becomes your loss. Because now you're putting time into something that's rejecting you every day, secretly. You know what I mean? You don't know this is happening, but it's happening secretly. The Most High know, you know? AKA beta male providers. It becomes a loss to you then, not at first. So the beta male providers, right? You can't say, and this is what I want to say too. A lot of y'all think, well, this is a beta male and this is an alpha male, blah, blah, blah. When you are dealing with or it could be this woman is a beta woman and this woman's a wife, or this woman's a fuckable woman, this woman's a wife. A lot of times it's really, almost every time for real, it's who you're dealing with. It's not necessarily this one's alpha and this one's beta. Because that alpha could deal with a woman who thinks he's beta and she could use him. Then she could deal with somebody who's really a beta and treat him like an alpha. Same thing vice versa. This woman's a queen or whatever. You get the point. Good woman, bad woman, right? But the man could be with a bad woman and treat her like a fucking queen. And then the man could be with a good woman and treat her like shit. Right? So all this alpha, beta shit, that shit could be dead, man, because it really don't matter. It only matters to you individually. Make sure that you individually are alpha, or make sure that you individually are a white woman. But who you choose to deal with, who you choose to invest that in, is always going to be determined, will always determine whether you're going to get treated as such, of either way, alpha, beta, white, fuckable. It's all about who you deal with, because you're investing yourself into that. You can run around with your chest out, I'm a wife and I'm an alpha all day long, but if you pick people who don't see that, it don't matter, because you're investing into them. So you're going to get back what they feel you're worth. But y'all gotta, even women need to start looking at it as a blessing if a man rejects you. A woman or man, it don't matter. Because it is a blessing. It only becomes a curse if you allow it to keep manifesting, and that person, like, let's say a woman keeps rejecting me and I keep fucking with her, and then I end up fucking with her, getting attached to her and all that. Now it's a curse. I knew the woman didn't like me, but I'm gonna just keep trying to like her anyway, whatever. Shit happens all the time. Should have just left the woman alone. Took it as a blessing. But a lot of y'all men cussing women out because they rejected you and shit. This is a blessing. It just simply means she's not the one. She's not the right fit. If she was, she wouldn't have rejected you. It just wouldn't have happened, bro. If she was the right one. And it don't matter why she rejected you. A lot of y'all think that it's because of you. Every time a person rejects you, it ain't because of you. That's woman or man. A man might be going through some shit. He might not even want a girlfriend right now. Sometimes men be like, that's a good woman, I'm not going to play her like that. I'm not going to just fuck her and just leave her alone. So until I feel like I want to really deal with her, I won't. See, men do this shit too, believe it or not. Not every man going to be like, you know what, I don't really want her, but I'll just fuck her real quick. Most men are going to do that, yeah, but not all. So women need to take that shit as a blessing too. Remember earlier when I said that you got the women that y'all should be thankful for that reject you when they really don't want to fuck with you, versus the ones who really don't want to fuck with you still and still act like they do to get shit. Hell nah, bro. You got to understand what you're dealing with. That's why I would never get mad at no damn rejection. For one, I know I'm a blessing to somebody regardless. That's number one. So that's really their loss, right? Even if they can get another guy, I'm still a loss to them because I know what I was going to offer them. Whatever I was going to offer that woman is a loss. She might not feel it because she can get another woman, but when you weigh out me and her, or you and him, whoever, you know what I mean? You and him, if you're a woman, if you was going to give that, if you like that guy or that girl more than they liked you, it's their loss, it's not yours. It's only your loss in the end if they decide to still fuck with you and they don't really want you. Because in the end, they're going to hurt you. And you put in more into them. Then it's your loss, yeah, but not at first. So that's why y'all men should be praising these women who are rejecting you. And a lot of them who reject you like toxic men anyway. Or they don't even know what type of man they really want. So it's really a blessing in disguise, man. A lot of them rejecting you because they're talking to multiple men. They got so many men, they can't handle another one. I can't handle another one in my rotation. So they don't put you there. They simply reject you. Or they're hurt. It's so much shit that could be going on in a woman's mind of why she rejects you, other than you're ugly, I don't like you. It doesn't matter why she rejected you. The point is she did, so you got to move on. You cannot sit back crying and all this shit because some woman rejected you. Okay, she rejected me. That must mean God. That means you got something better. That's how I see it. Because if it was meant from God, it wouldn't have rejected me. If God meant me to have this, it's not going to reject me when I meet it in my life. So why do y'all care and get in y'all feelings? Fuck that shit, man. Be a boss and get your money, man. What can a woman do for you that don't really like you like that, man? There's a difference between a woman that likes you the best out of all other men that she could think of, and a woman who, I guess I'll fuck with you. Which experience do you want, bro? A lot of y'all got something in your head that, well, if I pick her, it's just going to be a better experience. How? If she don't really like you like that, how's that a better experience than a woman that you still kind of like, you like too, but she likes you way more than that? Like the pimp said, pick the woman who likes you, not the one you like. Even though I feel you got to like the woman too, right? You do, in my opinion. But when it comes to the other side, not your side of liking her, but on their side, you got to pick the one that likes you, dog. You can't try to make these women like you and all this shit. Why they like this and that? Because a lot of them, the reason why they don't like you, if you're a solid dude, you got your shit together, you're not ugly and all that, 9 times out of 10, the reason why she rejected you is because she hasn't even found the good woman in herself. So therefore, she likes toxic men. Or she thinks she's not good enough for you. That's another one that goes on that men don't get. Well, so while you crying in the car, you know what I mean, like a little ass bitch, I'm ugly, blah, 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 she rejected you because you was too good. Y'all not ready for this game today. A lot of women reject you because you are too good for her. And she knows it. Same thing, vice versa with y'all women. Man, if I get with her, I'm gonna have to be faithful. I'm gonna have to get in a relationship with her, blah, blah, blah. Nah, let me go over to Felicia. I'm gonna just deal with Felicia because Felicia still lets me sleep with multiple women. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all this shit happens. A lot of men run from the women for the same reason. They don't want to step up. They know that woman coming with a requirement package. You know what I'm saying? They know this. Man, I gotta step my game up to get with Beyonce. Yeah, you fucking do, motherfucker. You not getting with Beyonce, no subpar type of man. Nah, you gotta really be on your shit. And a lot of men, I'm not doing that. That's too much for me. I'm good. I'm gone. He ain't even cashing out on the first date, girl. But these other guys over here are. I'm going over there. This is what they do, man. So why do y'all care? You don't understand the game. That's why you mad. But the more knowledge you have of the game, the more of a giant you become. And you just look down at the chessboard and it becomes smaller and smaller because you have a better understanding of it. Once you have that understanding of it, you already know why they probably rejected you. So it doesn't bother you. Even if she rejected you because she doesn't like you, because that happens 9 times out of 10, that's probably why. Even if she did it because she likes somebody better, basically, you're not who she really liked. That don't mean that she's better than you or the one she likes is better than you and you're not good enough. That don't mean that. That just simply means that you're not the one she likes. So why are you in your feelings over that? There's women out here that you don't like. There's women out here that you don't like. Are you going to change that because they got in their feelings about you not liking them? No, you're not going to still like the woman. It is what it is. Nobody's going to convince you to like the woman you don't like. You're not going to deal with a woman you don't like. Right? So how can you expect women to do it? In your mind, you think, oh, because she don't like me, her pussy got to be the best I've ever had. And it could be garbage. She might not even give head. She might not do a lot of shit that a woman would do that actually really likes you. That's why y'all playing yourselves, man. Same thing women do. I want a man that blah, 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 a whole entire list. But they're not going to choose the guy that actually has that. They're going to choose this other guy because they think he's better in their little mind. Not in reality, but in their mind. In my mind, I think the guy that acts like a gangster is better than the guy that acts like he wears a suit and tie. That's what's happening in the black community. Been happening. Oh, I know he could fuck me better. And he might need gas station pills and this one don't. And this one could probably fuck you way better. But in her mind, she's going to think that. The surface, the lust surface makes her by default think, nah, that one. Let me pick that one. Because her pussy gets wet off of that toxic shit, not the good shit, which is really Satan in her mind. Because if that was a woman from God, if a woman is a woman from God, or so-called, let's say a decent woman, you know, God-fearing decent woman, she not going to get wet off of toxic shit. She going to get wet off of the solid shit. Like, oh, he don't want to talk to a bunch of women. He actually trying to be a businessman. He actually respectful, a gentleman. That's what's going to get her pussy wet, not the toxic shit. See, y'all men think because she's attractive that by default that she's better. Oh man, she's attractive, I gotta have her. But you're not looking at it from the real perspective. You're doing what the women do. This guy's attractive. I'm more attracted to him, so I'm picking him. But then I'm gonna cry about the shit that I really want in a man that he doesn't have any of that. But simply because I'm attracted to him, I'm gonna hope in my little mind and hope and pray that he does have it. Even though this guy over here really has it. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I can have him. I don't want that. That's another thing. I can have something so I don't want it. Because people don't know how to appreciate what they can have. So since they can't have it, now it's more valuable in their mind. But I'm telling you right now, if you can't have something, it's less valuable. There's a reason why you can't have it. It's not meant for you to have it. And then you got some, let's just say a woman cheats on you. Let's just say a woman cheats with you. And you're like, man, why don't she want me? Why she go back to that guy? Because she don't deserve you, though. Let's say she lied to you. Let's say a woman lied to you, or a man lied to you about them having a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you find out that they do, and y'all been fucking around. But you like, man, why does he want her still, or him still? Why does he or she want her and him still, and not me? Because they don't deserve you. The universe ain't having that. How you gonna cheat on somebody and upgrade and get better? No, that's not how the universe works, bro. You gotta pay your fucking consequences. Imagine that shit. I'm gonna cheat on a great ass woman and the universe gonna bless me with an even better one? Does that even sound right to y'all? Not gonna happen. Sometimes the universe say, nah, you're gonna be stuck right here with this guy who treats you bad, or this girl that treats you bad. Two wrongs don't make a right. Sometimes people's karma is being stuck on the wrong person. Meanwhile, you think you're getting rejected because you're not good enough. But really, their karma of them doing men wrong in the past is stuck, is always liking, or should I say, AKA, my pussy getting wet for the wrong men. Karma's a beautiful thing, man, if you make it. But it also would be an ugly thing. But that's what's happening to a lot of women and men, might I add. They falling for the wrong ones because they've been the wrong one for so long. They've done people wrong for so long. The universe ain't having that shit. You're not getting a blessing. You're not getting a solid woman. Because you was never the solid man or the solid woman. So you're not getting that. But a lot of y'all good women, man, y'all can't see past this shit, man. Y'all automatically associate rejection with me. I'm ugly. I'm this. I'm that. That's not always the case. And even if it is the case, it's not going to be the case for the right person. The right person is not going to reject you. So why does it matter? If the right person is not going to reject me, I'm going to say this and I'm getting the fuck off this shit. If the right woman is not going to reject me because she's the right woman, why the fuck do I care about the ones who do? Make it make sense. If the right woman, when I meet the right woman in life or whatever, maybe I did meet her, I don't know. I'm just saying, hypothetically saying, when I meet the right woman in life, you meet the right guy in life, whatever, and they're not going to reject you because they're the right one, why do you care about the ones who do? And when it comes to a woman, it's even uglier because the rejection don't happen until after he fucks. So if a woman likes a man and the man wants to smash, he's not going to tell her that I'm not interested. No, he's not going to do that like most women will. He's going to do like the other women do that really don't like you. He's going to act like he likes you to get what he can get from you. And then when he's done, then he's going to reject you. So you got to feel for a lot of women, they don't get rejected at first because the man's going to want to smash. They can get rejected afterwards. It's very dangerous for women. It's sad, really. When you really think about it, as a woman, it's sad because as a man, it's a blessing. Like, I don't like you. I'm not fucking with you. You know, she'll let you know. A woman won't even look at you. She don't like you. That's a blessing. But as a woman, man, I don't like her, but I'll smash her. He gonna do it. He gonna act like he like the woman. Y'all wonder why women struggle to find the right guy. Look what they got to go through. Everybody offering like they like the woman just to smash. You don't have to deal with that as a man. Yeah, you got some women acting like they like you to get a bag or some shit. But it's not on the level of a woman. And plus those women who usually act like they like men to get a bag, as soon as they sense that you're not on that shit, they just go to another guy anyway. So it's really, the game's really easy. It's tailor-made for a man. If you stay in your fucking brain and stop thinking with your fucking private. No way a woman could play you if you think with your brain and not your private. There's no way. It's too easy to sense, especially if you understand and know what it's like to deal with a woman who really fucks with you. There is no way a woman can deceive you that don't really fuck with you. No way. You will sense it. It might take a little time. It ain't gonna take much time though. It ain't like you gonna give her $1 million, then you found out. Some of y'all are naive enough to do that though. I see a lot of men marrying women and everything. The woman, sign was there the whole time. Signs was there the whole time. But he still didn't. He just ignored them. Some of y'all just ignore the signs. Rejection is a blessing though, bro. No matter how you look at it. Stop worrying about why you got rejected. Unless you're going to look at it as, well, I got rejected because, there's got to be something better for me in life. That's why that happened. And that is why that happened. That is why that happened. Because if that woman was so great and so perfect for me, she wouldn't have rejected me. When I say me, I'm talking about you, a woman getting rejected by a man, whatever. But when women get rejected by men, it's after they fuck. And that's the scary part. That's the sad part about being a woman. Because a man is not going to say, I know I don't really like this woman, but you know what? She's fuckable. So let me fuck real quick. He's not going to say I don't like you. He's going to fuck, and then you're going to start to see that he don't like you. That's why they start switching up once they fuck. That's why they start switching up once they fuck. A woman has to reject people. She got too many coming her way. She has no choice. She can't take on all that. It's too many. Which is another point. A lot of times she's rejected you because she's already fucking 5 people. So, I mean, is that what you really wanted? I know I don't. Fuck that. Good. Just think, I want you to think about it as a man. I know as women too, but a lot of times as a man. Think about all the women that reject you in your life, somewhere, high school, whatever. And look back, bro. Just look back. If you a man that's on your shit and you self-improving, look back, dog. Ain't you glad? Like, damn, I'm glad that girl didn't like me. She used to be bad as fuck in high school, dog. Now look at her. Like, damn, thank you, Lord. I'm glad she didn't like me. Dog, when you really have faith in the Most High and you really believe that he will give you the woman that he wants for you, you gotta move to his beat of his drum. You gotta just accept it. All right, that ain't the one that God wants for me. If it was, this wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? If it was, she wouldn't have cheated on me. I wouldn't have had to leave the ex or whatever. Right? That's how you gotta look at it. Y'all have a good day, man. And as a woman, same thing. Problem is, a lot of times, they're not going to show you they're rejecting you until after you let them fuck. So, I don't know how you're going to get around that as a woman. But, other than not offering sex, but then you can run the guy off because he might start sensing that you're sleeping with other people. It's a double-edged sword as a woman. You're going to have to really pray about it and learn how to feel energy. And learn how to really tell if a guy could be if he's worth the risk, because that's what it really is. It's a risk. It's a risk. I'm out.